Today I'm doing a map tour of the Skyland subdivision, one of the most beautiful and honestly most underrated neighborhoods in the entire valley. And I want to start with a little history because Skyland has a story that most people who are researching Crested Butte real estate have never really heard of. So what was the land before it was Skyland? Before there was a golf course or a single house there, the land was the Ruland Ranch. It was cattle country, wide open valley floors with the Slate River running along the west side and the Gunnison National Forest backing up on the east and the north side. So in 1949, a family called the Dorsets started running a summer camp on this land. It was called Skyland Camp. For about 30 years, kids came from all over to sleep in covered wagons and swim in Grant Lake, which is a cold, spring-fed lake, and it was full of lily pads and frogs. The lake is still there, and property owners still fish it today, but I'll get to that in a minute. How did Skyland become what it is today? So in the late 1970s, a local developer started looking at the valley and asking a really important question. What does Crested Butte need to thrive beyond ski season? The answer was a planned community with a golf course and something that could be anchored year-round in the valley. He first proposed Skyland in 1978, and the valley did not love the idea. People really fought it. The sign at the entrance got bashed in, apparently more than once. There was real tension in the community between those who wanted Crested Butte to stay small and quiet and those who thought town needed more than a winter economy to survive. Does that sound familiar? Because some things just don't change. After an 18-month development moratorium and a lot of back and forth, the project was approved in 1981. The launch party summer drew 600 people and 300 pounds of barbecue. The original plan called for 761 dwelling units and a golf course designed by Robert Trent Jones Jr. He is a world-renowned architect who has designed more than 270 courses across 40 countries, and here's the detail that I love. He designed the course before the neighborhood was even platted so that he could completely freehand the entire golf course. The result was that it feels like it grew out of the land rather than being squeezed into it. Bunkers shaped like melting snow, water hazards woven through the layout, and elevated tee boxes that had views of the Elk Mountain ranges and that honestly make it hard to focus on your swing. So the course opened in 1984 and it has been called one of Colorado's best secrets ever since. All right, so what is Skyland today? So Skyland today encompasses 640 acres. It is located 3 miles south of downtown Crested Butte off of 135 in Brush Creek. So it's about a 5 to 10 minute drive depending on exactly where you are in the neighborhood. The community is made up of several sub-neighborhoods like Skyland proper, which is what we're going to talk about today, the Lakeside at Skyland, River Green, Silver Sage, Whetstone Vista, and Larkspur. Each has a slightly different feel, and some are closer to the club and some are tucked in the Aspens, and some have bigger views. There are approximately 450 lots in total in the community, and right now about half of them have been built out. So there's still land available if building a home is something that you're considering. So property types range from condos to townhomes near the club to larger single-family homes, custom home builds on bigger lots with open views. The neighborhood has pretty strict architectural guidelines, which honestly is part of why it looks the way it does today and why it's held its value for years and years and years. All right, so let's talk about some of the details worth knowing, and that's the amenities and what you get out there and what you could expect as a homeowner, because it's more than just a golf course. All right, you have Grant Lake. I talked about this earlier. This is the same lake where the kids were swimming at summer camp 75 years ago. Today, it's about 22 acres, and property owners in Skyland have exclusive fishing rights to the lake. So for fishing, it's barbless hooks, flies, and lures, and you can catch up to 10 fish per owner annually. There's also a pavilion, a walking path around the perimeter, and paddleboarding is allowed. It's one of those amenities that sounds nice on paper and then it completely wins you over when you actually see it. All right, another amenity is the Slate River access. Owners also have fishing access to approximately 1 mile of the Slate River. For anyone who fly fishes or wants to learn, this is a real draw. All right, trails. You are directly connected to the upper loop, the upper loop, and Tony's Trail, which takes you right into downtown Crested Butte. So bikeable, walkable, Nordic skiing in the winter, and the club even grooms a trail around the 18th Fairway to the Nordic Center in the wintertime. Next up is the RTA Bus. While this free bus doesn't come right into the subdivision, it does connect you there at Brush Creek Road and 135. And it's gonna take you to Mount Crested Butte, to downtown Crested Butte, to Gunnison in the other direction. So if you're here during ski season and you don't want to deal with parking, it's a big deal and a nice amenity to have. All right, next up is the club at Crested Butte. And it is the centerpiece of the neighborhood. It is a members only feature, and it has an 18-hole championship golf course, a restaurant, bar, swimming pool, fitness center, tennis, and pickleball courts. You also have the Slopeside Ski Club at the base of Crested Butte Mountain Resort, which includes ski valet, parking, and lockers. The one thing people don't always realize is that the club membership is not automatically included in the property ownership. It is separate, and membership is not limited to just Skyland owners either. People from all over the valley can join. Okay, so let's tour what is on the market currently in Skyland. And as a whole, compared to other areas in the Crested Butte Valley, Skyland is not a very large subdivision. Just under 500 town sites. So right now there are a handful of standalone homes available in the subdivision. There are a couple of townhomes, about 13 or 14 vacant lots, and another handful or so of some condos. So let's start at some of the most beautiful homes you'll ever see in this subdivision. So we're going to start at the top here. So we have 15 Garland Drive. This one is a newer listing on the market. It came on at a little over 16 million, just shy of 17 million. It has incredible views of Lake Grant. You have 5 bedrooms, 5 baths. It's a little over 6,000 square feet. It is absolutely stunning, ultra luxury, very private location. And then you also have that private access to the lake there. So here's the driveway, gorgeous landscaping. I mean, just right when you pull up, I love all the stonework. I love all their gardens and the flowers. Beautiful on the inside. I mean, just what you would expect when you pull up to a home like that. Super custom. So lots of room for entertaining. I mean, check out those views of the deck there. Just absolutely stunning. I love the washer and dryer in the closet there, in the walk-in closet. I don't know if you caught that a few moments ago. Love that feature. So the views are primarily up valley, looking at Paradise Divide and views of the lake there that you can see on the right. All right, moving on, we have 412 Ridge Road. So this is going to sit just a little bit up in the subdivision, up on the ridge as you just kind of climb up into that higher part of the subdivision. Beautiful views from this ridge. I sold a lot next door some years ago, and we looked at this house just as a comparison of what could be built up there, and just stunning to be up in this location. So this home is on the market for $7.2 million. Looks down on the golf course, the greens there. So this one is 4 bedrooms, 5 baths, a little over 4,600 square feet. I mean, I could sit in that hot tub all night. That would be great. And look at all the stars and the views below. Just stunning. Again, great entertaining spaces, chef's kitchen. I mean, the views off the kitchen window, are you kidding me? I love this range nook right here with all the stone around it. And who couldn't work from that office if you're going to have to work? Primary bedroom. And I love this walkway here with all the windows and the glass on each side. Additional living spaces, wine bar, the bunk room. The grounds are really pretty. All the decks are pretty. Just love everything about this house. All right, next on the list, this one just recently came on the market and then also went under contract. So this is 969 Skyland Drive. So it's listed just shy of $7 million, 5 bedrooms, 6 baths. This one's going to sit up a little bit higher too. You're going to have similar views as you would have on Ridge, kind of looking over the neighborhood there. That's a good example of what it looks like from the decks, and just kind of have that perched view of the neighborhood. I love the covered decks. I love the swings. I love also having some uncovered spaces too, so you can have a fire pit, sit out there and watch the skies on a summer night. Just spectacular. Another beautiful chef's kitchen, lots of room for entertaining and throwing parties. Living room, equally stunning. Just a really, really gorgeous space. So this one is a new construction home. It's located at 291 Fairway Drive, listed at $5.9 million, 4 bedrooms, 5 baths, and it's just shy of 4,000 square feet. This one's been on the market a little less than a month. Beautiful custom home. Love all the finishes. This one's going to have a little bit more of that modern luxury feel to it. Just stunning. This is being built by Samrat Construction. He always does a stellar job with homes. Just a beautiful, beautiful property. All right, next up is 410 Country Club Drive. This one is listed for $5.3 million, 6 bedrooms, 5 bath, 3,700 square feet. This one literally just came on the market 4 days ago. Another new construction home being built in the subdivision. Gorgeous finishes throughout. Love the views. I love sitting up a little bit higher there. It's on a sloped lot there on the Country Club Drive. There's some lots up on the right that are a little bit sloped. And so when you build up there, you do have a little bit more of like a perched view. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I see Crested Butte Mountain off the back deck there. You can sit in the hot tub. All right, this is a townhome on Lake Grant. So this is 17B Garland Drive, listed at $4.375 million. 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, and it is $3,765 on the square footage. You're gonna have really pretty views of Grant Lake, the private backyard I really love there. I mean, look at all those windows in the living room. I mean, just beautiful. Pretty stonework for the fireplace. Another kitchen to entertain or throw some parties. That's the front entrance area. I love all the beam work that they did in this one. It is a little bit dated. I think most buyers will come in and want to repaint, maybe do some new lighting fixtures and new flooring. But these are solid, great construction, and just a really, really beautiful place to call home. And there you can see where it's located, just off of Garland Drive there. These are some views of Lake Grant. Okay, this one is 783 Forest Lane. So this one's a little bit higher up. And just as the name says, it's Forest Lane. So there's a lot more trees up there, a lot more aspens, a little bit more shaded and very private. You do have some views, but the views are not going to be as prominent as what we've already seen. So this one is listed at $3,750,000, 4 bedroom, 3 baths, and just shy of 3,900 square feet. And you can see what I mean there with the trees. It's kind of surrounded a little bit more private. So if you're wanting that private lot, and kind of being in the woods and that feeling without being on some of these bigger, larger 35-acre parcels and these gated communities, this would be a great property for that. You're going to have privacy, you're in the woods, but you're still really close to the clubhouse. You're still really close to other amenities in the subdivision, and you're close to downtown Crested Butte. Love the kitchen there with all the windows. Great kitchen. All right, next up is 34 St. Andrews Circle. This one is also under contract. It is listed at $2.2 million, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 2,300 square feet. So this is going to be on the smaller side. These are, the residences that are attached. They're townhomes. This one does have a rare offering of a club membership, golf membership included, which we don't see a lot of those included anymore into property sales, and they're not automatic either. We talked about that. So it's not automatic that if you are out here, you're going to have a club membership. So the fact that this one does include that is a really nice opportunity and a nice feature for this property. Okay, next up is 22 Links Lane. This one is listed at $1,849,000, 3 bedroom, 4 bath, and it is 2,500 square feet. So Links Lane is just a small street that is closer to the clubhouse, kind of not really midway up, but just kind of in that area off of Country Club Drive. Great spot to be. They've done some remodeling through this property. You can see that with the kitchen cabinets and the tile detail in the flooring. New paint, just a really clean, ready to move in property. All the bathrooms have been updated as well. I love the decks up there. These are the same residence. So you have some on the front here and then some on this back side. This one's on the back side. So when you come up Links Lane, it's going to be on the right. Nice big bedrooms, which is great. And I love all the built-ins here. And I also love the beam accents. Nice tile, backsplash, great bathrooms. So this is for someone who loves the club lifestyle, loves living out on the golf course area, but in the budget of $2 million or less. This would be a great option. You're going to have lots of room to spread out, garage, and you can enjoy all the amenities of Skyland. That's the front entry there. Next up is 111 Alpine Court. So this is in the Skyland River neighborhood. This neighborhood was originally put in as a deed restricted subdivision, but over time, as properties have sold, and if they didn't particularly sell to a local, then that deed restriction went away. So 111 Alpine Court is listed at $1.8 million, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, in a little over 2,000 square feet. I know this one's on their maybe second or third owner, but the original builder of this built this for his daughter, and he's a very prominent builder in the community. So this is a solid home. You're not going to have the big views that you're going to have with some of the other properties, but you're going to have river access, and you're going to be within the Skyland subdivision. So that's a great spot to be. And quite frankly, you can't touch anything downtown Crested Butte that doesn't need a major remodel for this price. It would be hard to move into something in Mount Crested Butte for this price as well. So the price point kind of rivals Crested Butte South, but you're closer to downtown Crested Butte with the amenities of the Skyland area. All right, next up, we're getting into some land. So there's about 13 or 14 home sites that are available, and prices vary. We're going to flip through these a little quicker, but this has been on the market for about 32 days. This is 315 Par Lane, listed at $1.1 million. So it's a flat lot. It is adjacent to the third fairway of the club. So it you can build a duplex or you can build a standalone home on this lot. Great views. You can see its proximity there to the golf course. All right, close by is 374 Country Club Drive. Been on the market for about 111 days. This one is priced at $1,095,000. It's a little over, well, actually it's closer to 3 acres on this lot. Great location. You're close to some hiking trails here. This takes you to the upper loop and then to Tony's. So that is a really great spot to be, especially if you like hiking and want to hike into town really quickly. Nice views. Your views are going to be predominantly to the south because this is looking north behind you. And then this is going to be west to kind of orient you. There are your views. That's what it would look like from the building envelope. So pretty views, great setting. This was a custom home that sold a couple of years ago there as your next door neighbor. All right, this is 1665 Skyland Drive, $925,000. This one is a beautiful property. They're close on Lake Grant or close to Lake Grant. You can see you have some nice views there. You do have some tree views. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous home site. This one's going to be kind of close to that Forest Lane property where you're in the trees and you have that privacy but perched up a little bit higher. All right, this is 45 Wapiti Way for $900,000. This is on the 12th fairway of the golf course. Pretty property, great views. You can see the big views that Skyland offers and that it's known for out there. So this is 215 Trent Jones Way. This is a little cul-de-sac. I love Trent Jones Way because this one you can see that's in the end of the cul-de-sac there for $850,000. This one backs up to the 10th fairway of the golf course. This is another custom home built on the right that's sold a couple of years ago. Beautiful property, nice flat lot, great views. All right, moving on to 331 Eagle Lane. This one is listed at $750,000. This one's on the 18 tee box. Again, this one offers those big views that you would expect there for Skyland, also on the golf course. All right, 402 Eagle Lane. This one is under contract, closer to the other one. This one is listed at $695,000. So this is a little over an acre at 1.14 acres. Nice level home site there. Beautiful views, again, to build your dream home. 468 Country Club. So this is another one that's going to be a little bit higher up and, perched off of Country Club Drive. Great views. Again, you're going to have Mount Crested Butte, the side of Mount Crested Butte to your back and in your backyard area. And then your other views are going to be predominantly Whetstone, which is the mountain on the other side. It's just come into play there. There's Whetstone right there. So really pretty home site. Another one on that same side is 434 Country Club Drive, listed at $635,000. All right, this one's 88 Vista Court. So Vista Court is another kind of dead-end street. It does have a cul-de-sac, listed at $625,000. This one you're going to have a little bit different views than of the other ones because you're going to have some river views that come into focus there with views of Paradise Divide, which this is Paradise Divide right here. This is a great property. It's a great place to be. I sold this house right here a couple of years ago. Beautiful home. And this home site is just right here to the south of that home right there in the picture. All right, next up is another one at 618 Country Club Drive for $610,000. And this one is under contract. This one, I believe, is on Fairway. They don't have the address in here, but just looking at this, it is pretty close to, actually this one's on, this is Vista Court right here, and then this is Skyland Drive. So this home site does sit down a little bit. You're still going to get great views of Crested Butte Mountain. There's Gothic Mountain there in Whetstone. This one's on the corner there, and it's nice that you have the access to the walking path and biking path. You can see the outline. All right, another one on Country Club Drive. This one's listed at $600,000. This one is a nice home site as well. I love the ones on Country Club Drive. All right, another one on Vista Court listed at $598,000. similar to the other one on Vista Court, just a little on the other side of this house here. All right, now we're getting into some condos. So this is Skyland Lodge. There are a couple in here. The top end right now is $340. A lot of these are studio units. You can see the bed there. Some of them that are on the top floor do have like a loft area bedroom that is really nice to have, but predominantly these are studio units. So your views are either going to be on the back side, which is going to look at the base of Crested Butte Mountain, or on the front side, which is going to be looking at Whetstone Mountain. And these are studio and one bath, and they're 445 square feet. Here's another one for $330. Some of these you're going to have varying price points because some of them have been remodeled. This one faces the front there, and this is the front parking area, and this is Country Club Drive. This one's listed at $315. One of those top floor units. This one doesn't have a loft, but it does have a completely different feel than the other ones. And let's see if it's slightly bigger. It is, yeah, 568 square feet on this one. And then this one is $298. Another 445 square foot one. Okay, so now that you've seen what is out there, let me be direct about who Skyland tends to be the right fit for. Because I've worked with lots of buyers out here for the last 20 years, and the ones who are happiest in Skyland share some pretty consistent traits. Skyland is a great fit if you want more space, there's larger lots, more square footage, and more breathing room between neighbors than in downtown Crested Butte. Also, if you are drawn to the club lifestyle, so golf, tennis, fitness, dining, and the slopeside ski access all in one place. Also, if you want luxury finishes with big protected views without being in the middle of everything. Another thing I notice is people who love fly fishing, mountain biking, and Nordic skiing right from your door. And those that want to be connected to the valley without being in the thick of town. All right, so let's just get it out there and let's just talk about who it is not the right fit for. So if you want to be able to walk to bars, restaurants, and be close to Elk Avenue on a Saturday night, for that, you're gonna want to be in town. And if you're primarily focused on ski in and ski out properties, Mount Crested Butte is the better fit for you. The people who buy in Skyland and never leave are usually the ones who came looking for a little bit more breathing room. And they found out that breathing room came with a private lake, fishing access, and views that look like a screensaver. All right, hopefully this gave you a real feel for Skyland. The history, the layout, what is out there right now, and whether that might be the right fit for the life that you're looking for. I'm Heather Woodward with Living in Crested Butte. I've been in this valley since 2003 and in real estate here for over 20 years now. If you've been thinking about moving to Crested Butte, Gunnison, or any of the surrounding areas, go ahead and subscribe below so that you can be the first to know about new listings, market update, and everything that goes into living out here. And whether you are moving here in 6 days from now or 6 months from now, whether you're moving across the world or just up and down the valley, feel free to give me a call, text, or an email. All of my contact information is in the description below. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do that now. I put out new videos every week about the market, these types of neighborhoods, and what life in the Gunnison Valley actually looks like. So I'll see you on the next one. Okay, so it looks like you're making a move to Crested Butte or Gunnison, Colorado, and you're trying to decide which video to watch. You could watch this one, or you could watch this one, or you could watch both because they're both really going to help you out and they're both really good. But go ahead, just pick one.